bad fan behaviors you might not even realize.
I know.
I'm Nichola.
I'm here.
So let's talk about this. We're not talking about one particular fan group. I think this covers a lot of different fan groups. So we're talking about if you're fans of actors, musicians, if you're a big K-pop fan, if you're a fan of YouTubers, this type of behavior can pop up in all fan groups.
So everybody knows worst behavior because you have
Stalking,
seen something on the internet, right? Stalking and sasaengpan in Korea.
So in Korea it's called sasaengpan, right?
Sasaengpan, that's really bad.
They do criminal things.
Yes.
But we're not talking about that stuff today,
No.
right?
The things that might be okay, you think, but maybe not okay for them.
Yeah, and I think different famous people, different celebrities might have different views on it. So some things maybe some people are okay with,
Yeah.
and some things other people won't be. But I think all these things, they can't really publicly say this, and we know a lot of these things because we know people in entertainment industries.
And I'm not saying, oh, I know famous people. No. They just told me about these things, and because I didn't realize that they make the other people feel that kind of thing. Oh, why? That's pretty good, right? But no, sometimes they don't feel good.
Right.
That's what they explain to us. So it's not talking about I know famous people.
We can't name any names.
No, I can't.
Also, we don't consider ourselves famous, so none of these are like, we're not talking about our own fan interactions here, so don't anybody that follows us worry.
I mean, I'm not famous, but
We're
some
not
people
famous.
watch my video, right?
It's like vaguely known on the internet in some places is how I describe ourselves. So number one is giving inappropriate gifts. And when I say inappropriate, I don't mean like, sex toy inappropriate, which would still be inappropriate.
They might like it. You don't know.
I know that some fans have given condoms to K-pop stars before. I don't know what their opinions are on that. What I mean, and I will use K-pop as an example for this, but of course in different fandoms it might be the same thing. I have probably done this in the past as well, but now I know a lot more about it. So what I mean, if I'm using the K-pop example, is like giving cheap chocolates to a K-pop star that is on an extreme strict diet. And I understand people get overwhelmed and like they're gonna see this star and maybe they can give them something and they run to convenience store and like grab some chocolate or something like that. But maybe the K-pop star does want to eat this, but they can't. They get it taken away from them, or they have to give it to their staff members. The amount of food that staff members of like K-pop stars and that have to consume or give away, like I think I've even been handed something because they can't eat it or they can't use it. And also think about when stars have to then travel and then they've been given a bunch of stuff and they have to pack it in their luggage. Like it's not being very considerate about their movements or things that they really want.
I just hear this kind of the experience from other people, and then we are just telling you guys. So it's not my word.
We're just passing on this message.
I like chocolate, some cheap chocolate or expensive chocolate.
I prefer more expensive chocolate if you're going to give me chocolate, but I don't mind. But I'm not like a K-pop star or K-pop dancer or something that is like you're already like so angry because you're just given like chicken breast and sweet potato, you're on this strict diet, and then people are giving you this food and you're like, I can't eat this, but now I'm tempted to eat it.
But if you are too famous, there are too many. Anyway, even though someone give you like expensive
you can't
stuff,
take.
How can you eat that if you have 1 tons?
Everybody gives you everything like this.
You have to give away.
So what we're trying to say is it's a little bit thoughtless, but I totally understand why people do this. But there are some gifts that are really great for K-pop stars. There's things that you will then see them wearing later. Like you'll see it in airport photos and that they're wearing like a necklace or earrings or sunglasses. A lot of stars will wear like these great sunglasses that fans have got them, and they appreciate it because the fan has been like, this is your type of style that you like because I already know everything about you, and so I'm going to purchase this for you. And then the person's like, yeah, this is awesome. Okay, number 2 is taking up their time when you're not really a super big fan of them anyway. So if it is a public event and they're, you know, doing something at that event that you've gone to, sure, fine, whatever the rules at the event are. But if you see them somewhere just normally and they're trying to live their life and you're not a huge fan of them and they're already being like mobbed by fans, just, you know, enjoy seeing them and move on.
It depends. Like, if they mood, if you look at them and their mood, I don't know.
I think because this is the balance, like I'm trying to, this is like, we're trying to balance these things and then you're like, I've done all these behaviors.
Yeah, but so I understand people's mind, so don't criticize too much.
Okay, I'm trying not to criticize too much, but I want to give the example of some friends of ours that were quite famous and they were not feeling well, but they were in a public space and they were being mobbed by like 20, 30 people. And so we were standing back just, you know, waiting for this to sort of die down, but more and more people would come and I could hear people's conversations and people would be like, oh, who is it? Who is it? Oh, you know, these people that do this. Are like, oh, I don't know who they are, I don't know who they are. Oh, I'm going to get a photo. You don't know that much about them. You barely know who they are, but they're famous. So then you are taking up their time. Like they have a limited amount of energy and what they can give out. And they want to give that time to people who are real super fans, right? They want to give that time to people's lives that they've touched and that. And, you know, they want to have that time with legitimate fans, but you're just a random that somebody told you this person is famous and then you're taking up their time by getting a selfie and, you know, that's what I think is the bad behavior there.
You know, sometimes even though I see really famous people, too shy or too scared to, you know, talk to them because if they are having great time with their friends,
yeah, you don't want to interrupt
you don't want to interrupt them, and also if they look really sad or not happy,
yeah,
of course you don't want to interrupt them. So usually when I see famous people, I don't really go.
Yeah.
But if my friend or someone know him or know her, and then they introduce me, then I talk to them.
Of course.
But I usually not really, even though I see them, I don't really go and ask them for photos or something.
Number 3 is acting like you're their friend, but you end up being really rude to them. So the funny thing with celebrity culture is you feel like you know these people well and you feel like you know what makes them laugh and things they like. And this happens in person and online as well. You'll sometimes see these people are trying to be edgy with their comments and talking in a way or typing in a way that they would with their friends of like, ah, oh, you idiot, blah, 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 you know, like that. But then the celebrity or the famous person is like, wow, that was really rude. Sometimes, you know, even just block the person. And this is somebody that's actually really a fan and really loves them, but they haven't realized how that comes across. And so in person, they, you know, will make a joke or something and the famous person will be like, oh, why did you say that to me? Or on Instagram, someone will, you know, try to be funny in a comment and it's like, oh, that was rude.
And some people like it. The type of person, like especially a comedian.
A comedian, maybe.
Yeah,
because then they can respond funny.
Yeah, they say I will, you know, hit your head or something.
But not everybody is gonna be happy with that comment.
Yeah, but they just, that's how they interact with their fans.
Abuse.
But they are not really doing it in person.
No.
Just online.
Okay, the next one is quite debatable as well, and it's just asking for a selfie, or maybe you could say forcing a selfie. So what I mean in this case is coming up to somebody and not even saying, hey, I enjoy your work, I enjoy what you do, just being like, can I have a selfie? Like this. And I have heard a lot of famous people say that they don't like this interaction because the person hasn't taken the time to have a genuine interaction with them. But you also have the other side of that. Some people do like that because then they don't have to interact with the person.
Like, think about it, like there are so many people, if you are famous, so many people recognize you. They might want to talk to you, but you don't have much time and you don't
But taking a photo is really quick.
Yeah, that's better. Okay, take a photo and then leave. And then I'll have your time. And also I think that's respecting their time. But of course, be nice. Like,
it depends.
Excuse me,
yeah. I really like you.
I watch you on TikTok. I watch you on YouTube, or I
When are you ever going up to a TikToker? Is that what they're called? I'm so old.
TikToker.
I would never even recognize somebody from TikTok.
I do. So I actually did. I took a photo with them.
From someone from TikTok.
Yeah, but they do both YouTube
Okay.
and TikTok and
Okay.
everything. Why? I mean, if I know them and I follow them, of course I didn't say selfie. No, I never done that. Never ever.
You go up and
But
you say
always,
something nice.
Excuse me, can I take a photo with you? And say, oh sure. And then they would take a photo and thank you.
Yes, that is a fine interaction. I think the people that complain about this is just people like, can I have a selfie right away? Before you've even asked permission, right? Because they might be like, no, I'm not feeling it today. I can sign something for you. But like if you didn't like have makeup on, and you were like, didn't have any sleep and someone forces the camera like that. And also I think sometimes people can pick up on the vibe. You know, there's type of people that just get selfies or celebrities, but they're not necessarily fans of them, but it's so they can get more Instagram likes or something like that.
That's what I do.
Oh my god, you're like the example of all this bad behavior.
No. Why not? I don't do it someplace that I shouldn't do.
Okay, let's hope you haven't done this next one. So number 5 is trying to force them to follow you on Instagram or other social media.
I do.
No, you don't. Tell me you don't really do that.
I do.
Do you actually get their phone and then make them follow you?
No, I don't do
Okay,
that.
that's what I'm.
But
like-
I said, sometimes they ask me and sometimes I ask them, do you have Instagram?
Okay, this. I think your case is a little bit different because you're meeting famous people in a different situation. You're like,
Yeah, more
your
private.
friend is a mutual friend and you're at a private event.
Yeah.
And you're like, I work in the industry. I'm a consultant. I do this. Ugh. Everybody else. So this is the thing that some people will do, and they will sometimes do it to. I think YouTubers are more accessible in this. So I have heard other YouTubers talk about bad fan experiences like this, where somebody will take the phone and look themselves up on Instagram and be like, this is me, and then click follow. So that YouTuber is now following this random fan, and obviously they have to unfollow them later, but you risk upsetting this person,
Yeah,
right?
they're upset.
That's like, because obviously they're that type of person. You don't ask somebody who has a lot of fans to follow you on your social media, because honestly, why do they want to follow you?
I mean, what I do is I ask them like, do you have Instagram? And they say yes. And what's your Instagram? I just follow them.
Yeah.
And it's their choice.
Yes, well that's
that
a different
follow
thing.
back or not, because
Yeah.
I'm not going to post them to follow
Yeah.
me back, because I
It's-
ask them.
you don't
right?
expect.
So and same thing, if they ask my Instagram, I tell them, but it's my choice to follow back or not, even though
Yes.
you're famous or
So you're not asking, you're not being like begging, please be like, please follow me on
follow
Instagram.
and follow back.
Yeah.
No, I don't really.
What's the term for that in Korean? There's a certain like internet
Yeah,
slang term or
yeah,
something.
there is something.
You're too old to know.
We say mappa is follow. You know, both sides following each other. Some part is someone who follow first.
Follow for follow or something.
You follow for follow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's in
mappa
English.
is follow.
Okay.
Yeah.
This one I'm pretty sure you don't do.
I think I'm doing like all the things.
Bad fan behavior. This one.
I understand.
Yeah, we're saying we understand,
Yeah.
but we're just saying if you want to be a better fan. So this one is following smaller celebrities or groups, not because you genuinely like them, but because you want to have close contact with someone who might be famous later.
That's very smart actually.
But it's not very genuine or nice.
not genuine.
Yeah.
Like of course what they feel like.
If
in-
you genuinely
yeah.
like if there's a small K-pop group that you're like, I love their songs, or if there's an actor that's only been in a few things and you're like, I love their work, that's fine. But there's a certain type of person that, for example, when all the new K-pop groups come out and everything, and they will follow them all, like try to see them at every event they do, not because they genuinely like them, but those people are going to remember them as an early fan. So it's kind of like they're putting their eggs in all these different baskets because they want to have some sort of proximity to people that are going to be famous.
That's
later.
very smart. Multi investment. Very smart way to do
Stock
it.
market investment of all these.
Or the K-pops or all the celebs.
But it's not a nice thing to do. And because you're also just seeing them as sort of objects. And there's a lot of girls that sleep with a lot of members of smaller K-pop groups just because, you know, they're a K-pop star, and which is, I'm not shaming anybody for what they do in their life. I'm shaming the sort of the prestige they want to get from that. It's using them, right? It's using people that are potentially going to be famous, and they discard them as soon as, you know, maybe this group disbands or whatever, they discard them. It's all very fake. You haven't been sleeping with K-pop group guys to get like in like that, have you?
I tried.
You tried so many times.
It didn't work. They didn't like me.
Not that time when BTS used to be around Hongdae and that before they got really famous.
Yeah.
Oh, we do beep.
Like when I was young, when I like a K-pop band, early K-pop band, I saw them in my dream, you know. I actually, not sexual, but we were very nice, we were good friends.
This is HOT.
Yeah, HOT.
This video did not turn out how I thought it was going to turn out. Okay, next one. So the last one is acting like these celebrities really owe you something. And I don't think you've ever done this one. Please tell me that you haven't been an obnoxious fan and been
I just said, I follow you when you're small.
That's okay. That's fine. That's fine. You know, people will sometimes say to us like, I followed you since like 2012 or whatever. Yeah. I'm like, that's great. That's really nice. Thank you. Okay, can I give one example of this? And I just want to preface this by saying that I don't think that everybody who's done this had bad intentions. But sometimes there is an attitude with, if a celebrity is not really big yet, or maybe they're a YouTuber and more accessible, and people will do this thing where they're like, hi, I have this gift for you, I want to give you the gift, you need to meet me in person, like I want to see you in person. So they're demanding the person's time, and a lot of people actually do this. Like I said, not always with bad intention, but then some people get upset when the YouTuber or the celebrity is like, I can't meet you like that. And maybe there's a lot of people demanding their time like that. And the person uses it in a manipulative way of being like, but I have this for you. I'm doing something nice for you. I'm giving this to you. So the least you can do is meet me here so I can see you.
I think I saw something like some celebrity. So they travel all the way from somewhere. It was a long trip.
Yeah.
And they didn't really meet them. And then they were upset.
Yeah. You can't expect them to do that for you.
And like, but you know who criticize? They criticize celebrities.
Celebrity, right? And this is some things that we know that people in these positions who are famous like that, they want people to be more understanding about that. And but they can't say anything, although they criticize.
What people say is, and then the fans that they're upset, what they say is, you know how you came there.
Yeah. Because of us. You'd be nobody without your fans. And this is the exact type of person that I'm talking about. And as soon as... So for example, let's use the gift thing, saying, I have a gift for you, so you need to meet me to see this gift. And the person who is a YouTuber or famous in some way says, I'm really sorry, I can't meet people like that. I have a PO box, you can send it there, right? That's where everybody else is sending their presents and that. And so they say, I can't meet you like that. And then the fan immediately becomes angry and is like, who do you think you are? I made you famous. Fans made you famous. You should at least meet us like that. Imagine if celebrities had to meet every single person that wanted to see them every single time.
It's impossible. You can't have your own time. You don't have time. So if you meet someone like every single time,
do the
but
thing
what
about
us? I heard that you're meeting someone else. So what about us? And what about us? What about us? But your job is meeting people. How can they dance? How can they practice?
Their job is just then meeting people.
They eat? How can they spend time with their family or whatever? That's so selfish, isn't it?
I mean, and I think the thing, like if you're a genuine fan of somebody, you should be very understanding of that there might be thousands, if not millions of other people that would love to see this person as well. One of the nicest ways that sometimes people have interacted with us has been, they've always like, I don't want to take up your time. And if we have the time, we're like, it's fine. Like, I'm doing nothing. I can have a chat, you know. The really considerate people will always say, they say, I really like what you do. I don't want to take up your time, blah, blah, blah. And if I have the time, I'll be like, it's fine. If you want to have a chat, I've got the time. But when people are demanding your time, that's when people are like,
and you don't know if what's
going on.
Do, you know. Some people might think it's dating, especially someone who's a singer.
That's a really good point of that. The people that they have this idea that if I just meet this celebrity in person, this celebrity is going to fall in love with me, and then they have this big fantasy like that. And those people usually end up then stabbing the celebrity in some way or something like that. Wow, what a minefield.
This video is really diverse
opinions.
Right. But actually mine is my experience, and you're talking about our friends and others'
friends, and
right?
Yes, we're trying to find a balance of understanding fans and the excitement that fans can have, and then also respecting the famous person as well.
Like, don't misunderstand about like you shouldn't do. I'm just telling you, I did sometimes, but be nice to people and respect their time and you know, or their life. So,
and be a genuine fan. And also, if it's somebody, you see somebody and you're not a huge fan of them, let them have their peace and quiet as well.
And another tip.
Yeah.
We call it 성덕. Duck means like it's not a duck as a quack quack, you know. Duck is daku, which is otaku type, you know, someone who loves something so much.
That's from Japanese, right? Yeah.
So something so much, right? Yeah. So 성공 is successful otaku thing.
Yeah.
So you do what you do amazingly, and in that industry, and you become popular, and you might have time to actually meet the person who you adore about, you know. People
that they want to meet their idols, and so they like what's in the industry, so they do it. And the funny thing about that is, by the time you're at that stage to meet your idols, like, it can be really great, but you also are probably going to have your own experiences that you're going to be down to earth and be like, actually, it's not a big deal. People are people, right? Yeah. Because you can't reach, if you're a super fan. This is what I say also for people that think they've got some idea that I'm gonna date this K-pop star, or I'm gonna date this actor or something like that. The fact that you were already a fan means that you will never date them like that, right?
They have a chance.
Don't tell the K-pop fans that.
Who knows? Who knows?
What I mean is, right, in this case, for example, I'm not going to use, I was going to use BTS as an example because you're the big BTS fan, right?
Yeah,
so that means
I want to date them.
You will never date them because you are such a big BTS fan, right? You already put yourself in that category. But somebody else who just knows of them, like, you know who they are, right? But you maybe don't know all their names and that person has way more chance of dating them. Which, this is the unfortunate thing about fandom, of that, like, you love this person, you would love to date them, but the fact that you love them, want to date them, means that you will never date them.
But what if I become their manager or something? I might have a chance, right?
We should clarify that you're a heterosexual married man, married to me with a son, and you're just playing at the moment, because some people that find this video might be like, wow, this gay guy that loves BTS so much. No, there's lots of other wonderful gay men that would be better dating BTS. We don't even know which way BTS swing. Love is love. There's
a BTS there. It doesn't matter. I mean,
whatever anybody wants to be. You can be whatever you want to be, and you can be in a relationship, whatever you want to be. I think we should end this video now.
I like it, BTS.
He's just playing for the camera.
No, seriously, I want to get doors of BTS.
I saw them in Home Plus.
Yeah, they are selling.
Do you want that for your birthday? Your birthday's coming up. I'm seriously I'm gonna buy the BTS. See, I called your bluff. I called your bluff. I'm gonna get
No.
you BTS.
No,
dolls.
please don't. I like you, LM.
I think I like Jimin best, but
Hey,
also,
Jimin, I like Jimin too. Very good smile.
but
I like all of them, but you know.
I'm just taking a
RM.
break from K-pop because my favorites, Icon, are having some problems at the moment, which we won't go into. I love you, B.I. Please come back.
I love you, RM. I love you, Jimin.
Alright, please
I
subscribe.
love you, everyone on BTS.
Subscribe to us if you haven't already for more of this nonsense and other stuff that might be more serious.
I know this one is crazy, but
Nobody's gonna watch till the end now anyway. They're all gone.
if you watch all the way, please leave the comment.
Yes, if you watch right to the end, leave a comment and then we will know who our real fans are.
And
I'm
if
just
you
joking.
like this kind of, you know,
Video, let us know.
talking
I'm
about
so hot and
something.
sweaty, it's still summer.
I mean,
It's so
anything
hot.
about like if you wanna know. I mean, if we know, we can make a video about it.
Yeah,
and
give us some suggestions.
and something what you know celebs like, and if you wanna know.
Oh
what,
my god!
Okay, what about these things? If they're
This video is already so long.
okay,
It's gonna be like 40 minutes long.
okay.
Okay,
stop.
bye-bye. Bye.
Where the big
Okay, bye.
celebrities are going, like their restaurants or something, you know.
Sarah and I are already doing that type of thing on her other channel.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.